Hello everybody, how's it going? It's me, Crendor, and welcome back to Crendor Talks in front of a shitty green screen. Today, I'm doing a little Warhammer rant about what I've been working on recently, but also how Warhammer has kind of just helped my mental health recently. Like, quite literally, because I had a concussion. If you didn't see my recent video where I go over the new releases with like Iron Jaws and all that stuff, I mentioned that I got a concussion. And if you watch my other stuff, you've probably already seen this and know about it, but for anybody that hasn't, pretty much about a month and a half ago, I was cleaning the floor, the kitchen floor. We had like those little ants, and I was like, stupid ants. I realized I was under our granite bar counter. So I was like here, and I just went thunk, and I just like came up quickly, just bam. I hit the top of my head, and I was like, oh, right. I didn't pass out. I didn't throw up. You know, it wasn't like a bad concussion, but it was still a light concussion. So it still like sucked, right? And as somebody who also had a bad neck, a lot of times they say when you get a concussion, it impacts your neck because you're essentially like whiplashing your neck pretty much. So honestly, I think more of the neck symptoms have been bothersome than the actual concussion. The concussion was like, all right, whatever. But, you know, it took a couple weeks and it was fine. But a lot of my neck stuff like flared up. Like I'd get lightheadedness from that, which I had like months ago, and I had physical therapy for, and then it got better, and then that flared up again, and then I would keep like re-aggravating it, and it was just annoying. Right? I'd get eye strain and stuff. So I've been doing like physical therapy stuff again. I do like eye exercises, which help. You do the thing where you're like, you follow the thumb. And then, you know, I'm actually able to like make videos, and I'm pretty much good, you know. So it's been a great time. But my main point through all of this, right, is Warhammer has helped quite a lot. So actually during the concussion, I was like, I can't look at screens, right? Or I can't look at least for a long time. And I didn't want to like think too hard on stuff, right? Like just thinking and like talking, like being around people is just like draining, right? Like it was just very draining doing a lot of stuff. And so I used that time, which I think I mentioned this, but I used that time to base like all of my Necron stuff, and so that was a plus, right? Something good came from it. But then I was like, all right, you know, getting a little better. You know, I was feeling better and able to do stuff, but I still, you know, had like anxiety. I'd still be like, yeah, right. I have anxiety anyway, so and being able to do Warhammer just helps in, I would say, every aspect. So for example, building stuff, right? Actually being able to like build and kind of, you know, put things together and clip it and glue and stuff. It's like just enough thinking to not hurt your brain, right? It's like just enough thinking to be like, all right, you know, but it keeps you active. It keeps everything going, but you're not like doing calculus or some shit, right? So that's really nice. Then you actually get the paintings, you get the creativity part. And for some reason, I just felt like painting Beastclaw Raiders. I don't know what it was, but I just felt the urge to paint my Beastclaw Raiders. So I ended up painting the Ogre Camp thing, the Maw Pot, I guess is what it's called. And then my Frostlord on Stonehorn. And then, I just hiccuped. One of my other guys I started on. So hold on, let me show you real quick here. There we are. As you can see, I got my Maw Pot. And I still got to paint the chains and do some stuff like the ropes and everything. But I thought the leather on the roof turned out pretty well. And then the soup, I feel like the soup might still be missing something, but you know, it's getting there. Maybe I'll go over it with some liquid. I went over it once with like the liquid stuff. I don't know. What's it called? Like the liquid resin or no, I don't know if it's whatever. The stuff that looks like water. So maybe I just need another layer of that to make it a little more shimmery. But then my Frostlord on Stonehorn back there, I'm pretty happy with. Hold on, let me show you. Here he is. Look at that. Oh yeah, very frosty, looking good. There we are. And then here's the other parts of the thing. Whatever. It's hard to show it off from over here, but pretty much that's what I've been working on, right? I saw, shout out to the War Hipster, dude. War Hipster, great stuff. He like makes contrast, kind of hybrid contrast paint tutorials on pretty much like everything. That dude is like pumping them out. I don't know how he does it, but I saw him do a Frostlord on Stonehorn one. I was like, yo, I'm gonna do this. So I followed it like 80%. There's some things I'm like, I don't want to do that, right? But that's kind of the fun of painting tutorials. Like you can follow along. You get a kind of a base, like a foundation to work with, and then when it gets to like little details and stuff here and there, you can be like, I'm gonna do my own thing, right? That's really what I enjoy doing. So I did that. That was really nice. And then now I'm doing up my other Frostlord on... I have a Frostlord on Thunder Tusk, and then I have a Huskard on Stonehorn. So I'm trying to do all those. And then... But now all the Ironjaw stuff is coming out, so I'm like, now I want to do Ironjaws, right? The new Ard boys, the new pig guys. So now I'm like, yo, Ironjaws? Yo, we doing some Ironjaws? So I'm excited for that. So I'm trying to get these guys kind of done in time for the Ironjaws, because I'm pumped for Ironjaws, man. That's been my biggest issue with Ironjaws for so long, is just they don't have enough units, and now they finally get more units. The Ard boys becoming a new, really. Because you know, the other ones, they look kind of old Warhammer goofy, which I think is fun, but like the new Ard boys, they're pretty sick, and I love that a lot of the like boar theming is getting tied into the Ironjaws stuff. I really like that. So that if they do end up discontinuing Bone Splitters in any way or whatever, I like that the boar, the spirit of the boar remains in the orc army, right? I love that. So that stemmed from me just being like, I like painting, right? That was my whole, how I got to this point from this video. And then, so it's great for my creativity and kind of painting and meditating on it and kind of getting my mind off just worrying, right? And then the actual playing the game part, which it was funny. I played a game as Nurgle and I beat somebody like the day after I got a concussion, which was the day I was like, I think I might have a concussion because the lights were bright and whatever. I was like, yeah. I managed to win a game with Nurgle, which, you know, funnily enough, it's like brain dead army. But I've played some games since then, and actually just being able to play the game and interact with real people in real life, and socialize, or just be around people. It's another part of just, you know, helping you get your mind off stuff and recover, and just, you know, it's the reason that I really love Warhammer, right? The three different aspects of it, the building, the painting, and the playing. Like, I love all of it. You know, you get a little bit of everything from each one. And, you know, I am lucky enough that I can just be like, what do I want to paint today? Let me go into my like 20 bins of stuff that I have, right? That's not something everybody has, but I am thankful that I do, because it allows me to just kind of have a wide variety of stuff to work on and kind of pick and choose. But I do want to actually do some battle reports on the channel again. I think that'd be a lot of fun. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that. Well, I kind of know how to do it. I'm trying to, you know, add a little something, I guess, while still keeping the non-content kind of casual feel to it. But overall, I just kind of I wanted to make this little update video and more of like an appreciation for Warhammer type video, because I truly am happy I got into this hobby, and it's been 4 years now, I believe, because I got in, I think, the year before COVID. It was like 2019. Yeah, so I mean, 4 years in Warhammer, man, and I'm still loving it. So let me know down in the comments section what you have been working on. Also, let me know, how has Warhammer helped you? Or I guess it could just be miniature painting. Oops, I hit the mic. Really just miniature painting or anything in general. Like, it's just, it doesn't have to be Warhammer specific, but let me know down in the comments section below. So thanks for watching this update, and I'll see you next time. Okay? Okay. See ya. Maybe I'll actually paint something for a video on this channel. Who knows? Find out next time.